V-CiPz on the beat.
I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah.
Shawty wanna slide with the gang, we cause mischief. I'ma hit it hard like this 808 kick. 1, 2, 3 times like a fucking hat trick. I'm obnoxious, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm toxic, fuck your system up. This that Uno and V-CiPz. We get so motherfucking lifted. Baby, ride up on a spaceship. Just you and me, cause y'all in the atmosphere. Come smoke with me. Baby, come smoke with me. There's some shit that you ain't never seen.
I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, you see me tryna party. I am uplifted, I be sipping on that Cardi. I am uplifted, me and Neri gonna blow up. Whenever we at the party, we are gonna show up. I be chillin' high right now, smoking Juicy J's. And I once had a song featuring Juicy J. Things fucking changed and I'm now just uplifted. Higher than a motherfucker, I'm so uplifted, yeah. Lifted, yeah. So uplifted, lifted, yeah. Uplifted, uplifted. I am uplifted, yeah.
She don't care who she lay with. She just want the diamonds in her face. She don't give a fuck who's dick. She just want the diamonds in her face. This is why I couldn't trust a bitch or a nigga that claim be my friend. All because of what the fuck she did. But she just want the diamonds in her face. She don't care who she lay with. She just want the diamonds in her face. She don't give a fuck who's dick. She just want the diamonds in her face. This is why I couldn't trust a bitch or a nigga that claim be my friend. All because of what the fuck she did. But she just want the diamonds in her face.
On her face, but she got diamonds dripping down her face. She just want the diamonds in her face, like I'm dropping the kids off right at her place. On her face, she don't care if she buzzing as long as her OnlyFans keep buzzing, making me waste shit on my mental that I never had to rap about when I was gentle. Then we were so close, but that was way back then, when you made made it like you cared way back when I just wanted love then. You just wanted shiny gems, had those diamonds between your temples way after our love was simple. You wanted diamonds in your face and in your place were the diamonds in your face. Things changed since then. I've been deranged since then. Things changed, but we got diamonds now. The diamonds on your face, babe.
She just want the diamonds in her face. She don't give a fuck who's dick. She just want the diamonds in her face. She just want the diamonds in her face. She just want the diamonds in her face. She don't give a fuck who's dick. She just want the diamonds in her face. She just want the diamonds in her face.
V-CiPz on the beat.
Can you please consider it? 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 Can you please reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Why can't you consider it? Are you just illiterate? I can sense your bitterness, the things you fucking say or gibberish. No matter what, don't care the difference. Why should I care when you can't consider it? You so damn ignorant. Let me iterate. Listen to my rhetoric. You a degenerate, filled with entitlement. I got enlightenment. See me, I'm violent. I'm cruising and idling, slave in silence. I kill them with kindness and slaughter and violence. I'm the wrath of Leviathan, so make sure you consider it. Can you just consider it? Why you causing problems, bitch? Can't you just fucking consider it? Can you please 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 reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it?
I'm so inconsiderate. I'm killing rappers that's illiterate. I do not fuck with the gibberish. She sucking my dick to these wedding shit.
Mama don't say nothing.
I'm spitting shit that go soul dummy. Hot shit make your nose runny.
Man, that shit wasn't even fire.
Ha ha to you bitch niggas. Rest in peace to my nigga Dame. Young Bulls Eddie MJ. Swear to God I don't fucking play. TIC3 niggas DMing me. Where's 3 like D-Way went missing. Here it is, I hope you niggas catch it.
Can you please consider it? 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 Can you please reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it?
V-CiPz on the beat.
On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet, like now, like I'm 10 toes down. Way back when the club closed down, she was standing on her feet. See, she got the pose down. I'm on my feet, losing all my brothers to the streets. I went to clubs that they wouldn't let you in. I'm a fiend, you see me, cause I won't let you in. If you think that you the one, but I know you aren't. Snake bites on me cause I got a warrant. Tryna fiend on me cause they be carded. On my feet like 2016. Problem is, if I meet a girl tonight, I scheme. Then go and treat her nice. I realize that I'm up for lunch, so I'll see you there tonight. You see me holding your girl ass too tight. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet.
4, 3, 2, she gon' get you running when my pockets full. I go slow, baby, come away. You can win, driving your niggas lanes. On my feet, I'm on my feet. Running. I'm on my feet. Losing all my niggas in the streets. I'm on my feet. I'm on my feet. This crazy girl can never win. I'm on my feet. I'm on my feet. You gon' have to cross the street. Baby girl, I know you want me. Let's act a fool. Baby girl, I know you want me. Let's act a fool. Are you there? Are you there? Know you hear me shooting like I'm Steph. Are you there? Are you there? Don't you see that I am running left? I'm on my feet. On my feet. Running. I'm on my feet. On my feet. On my feet, watching me on her knees. Say my name. Shawty wanna feel it in her brain. Me and her new nigga not the same. Never been a nigga to switch lanes. Oh baby, she tired of waiting, no patience. She in love with me like I'm famous. Fast wild like she craving. She breathing, believe me. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe me. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe
me, yeah. You see me, perceive me, yeah. You see through me, right? Do you believe in me? What do you see in me? All up on TV, yeah. Believe me. Got a verse for anybody. Talk about the click and somebody fuck with them. I'll put them down quick. Goddamn, y'all know you're fucking with me. Simpson, Uno, never fucking miss. Got your girls here and they're both about to kiss. So finally smoking pie, we on that grind, that overtime is so beyond the echelon. But as long as they moved on, trying to make us fun, but we just played their pawn. So I really hope y'all see me. Believe me.
She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe me.
Real true, ayy, 100%. For some reason, the microphone glitched out on Streamlabs. Of course. But yo, what's up everyone? V-CiPz, welcome to the channel. I'm not sure what was going on, but it's echoing because I was trying to listen to YouTube before. But yo, what's up everyone? V-CiPz, sorry with the horrible start, I guess. But we've been really busy IRL. That's why there hasn't been as much content recently on the new channel and the current channel here, the main channel. Sorry about the inconvenience, guys. I really do am sorry about that. I really am sorry about that. But we're going to get started. We have the broadcast, episode 49. We got a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the SMT5 trailer, which is going to be happening live as we're having the broadcast. So we're going to actually watch it together as a community. And with the homies, Chris Levi and Bao coming through. Yo, it's going to be an awesome time. I hope you guys are excited. We'll also be talking about Persona's 25th anniversary, where we talk about what Phil Spencer thinks the future of Xbox is. We'll be talking about so much stuff. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And if you guys can share the stream with the blue linked comment in the chat, I would appreciate it. Me and the real BaoZakeruga, make sure you guys subscribe to him. He's here in the chat too. Yeah, the microphone wasn't working in the beginning of the stream, but it's all good now. If you guys are hyped, smash that like button. This is my first stream back in over a week, and the last broadcast was 2 weeks ago. I've been super busy IRL, so I hope you guys can understand, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, because we have a lot to talk about. It's going to be a lot of fun for this episode of the broadcast, and we'll be getting the homies Bao, and also we're going to get Chris Levi coming through. We'll also be talking about AEW versus WWE. We'll be talking about so much stuff. Netflix is going to start having games on their service. It's going to be a lot of fun. Shouts to Chris Levi coming through. What's up, man? Shouts to Ace, 1 year member of the Click. Shoutouts to Ace coming through with that hype. And shouts to King Narakami, 100% Click in the building. And yo, Yuka Sakazaki's entrance music is the best wrestling music I've ever heard. Yo, Yuka Sakazaki in general is awesome. We'll be talking about her later when we talk about AEW versus WWE. But we're going to be getting the calls started. So if you guys are ready, everyone who's watching, let's hit that like button. Let's share the stream. Let's get our friends to come through. And Shadow King says, missed you, VC. So happy you got Bao on the broadcast. One of my favorite JRPG content creators. Oh yeah, he makes amazing content, man. All kinds of JRPG content all the time, too. And we also have Chris Levi, who makes some dope content as well. And he predominantly streams, too. Shouts to the tank of current viewers. We're hanging out for the broadcast. It is time to get things going. Let's go. I'm going to get the call started, Bao and Chris, so I'm about to get the call going. Hopefully, Streamlabs doesn't mess up. Should be fine.
Real true, 100%. 100%.
Right, so this is where I go. Right over here.
Hello, hello.
Yo, what's up?
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. But your screen was working just a minute ago, but it's not right now. I'm not sure what's up.
Let me try taking it off and back on.
Yeah.
What about now?
Much better. It's all good. All right, we're all here, yo. So, what's up, everyone? V-CiPz. This is the broadcast, episode 49. We got the homies, the real BaoZakeruga, as well as ChrisLevi13. We're gonna be talking about a lot of dope stuff tonight. Like I said, we're gonna be watching the SMT 5 trailer at the top of the hour at 11. We all have the link, so I sent you guys all the links, of course, for everything we're talking about. So, if you guys want to look at any of the links while we talk about the stuff, you guys can, of course. But let's get you guys to talk about what you guys do as creators, as content creators, and all that. We'll start with you first, Bao. You go first, and then we'll go to Chris after. So let everyone know what you guys do and who you are.
Alright, sounds good. Well, if you guys don't know who I am BaoZakeruga. On YouTube, I do a variety of things. I make videos about obscure games like Super Robot Wars. I sometimes do critical thinking essays about topics like what's more important in games, story or gameplay. Sometimes I just make reaction videos. I do a lot on YouTube, but in general, I focus on JRPGs, sometimes some anime. So if you are interested in that, be sure to check me out.
Dope. And make sure you guys definitely do subscribe to him. If one of the mods can make sure you guys have Bao's link on deck, that'd be awesome. And let's get the homie Chris Levi. What's up? How have you been, Chris? Let everyone know who you are if they haven't already, and what you do.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I've been doing good. And on my channel, I do a little bit of everything. You know, I've talked about wrestling. I picked up a guitar or something, played a lot of different video games because I got all three.
Yeah, dope shirt, by the way. Dope t-shirt.
Yeah, I think we're gonna talk about it, so I had to wear the shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, but I do a lot of different things. I do primarily live streaming on my channel where it's live streaming something solo. that I'm going through like a story-based game or doing a multiplayer game, whether it's Modern Warfare to Super Mario Golf, a little bit of everything on my channel. So if you like that and a lot of good wrestling talk as well, then come by and check me out.
Dope.
Nice.
Yeah, you have all that content, and you both live stream too. So make sure you guys check them out on their streams as well on Twitch and YouTube as well for those who do that too, because we're streaming here on YouTube as well. So shout out to everyone who's watching the stream. We're gonna get started right with the first topic. All right, guys. Nickelodeon is having their own fighting game, and not even that. The best part is not even the fact that it has Brawl in the name, but the fact that the game's gonna have rollback netcode, and there's characters from Ren and Stimpy. They're going far back for some of these characters, and of course you have SpongeBob, Damn Vader Zim, which is great. I wanted to know some of your guys' thoughts on that, because me personally, I'm actually going to be picking the game up day one, actually. Just because, like, the nostalgia from all those amazing franchises, like, I'm not going to like some of the newer stuff that's being shown and represented, at least, but, like, everything else, like Reptar, like, I'm going to be playing as Reptar. He's so dope. But let me know what some of you guys' thoughts. If any of you want to go first, you guys can.
I'll go first. Honestly, I've always wanted a Smash clone of either Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. And we've had, like, sort of games attempt that before in the past. But this one actually looks like it could be good, so I am really interested in it. I just hope that it really captures, I guess, that Smash magic. Like, I feel like a lot of these Smash clones, like Brawlhalla, they attempt to recreate Smash, and they're not bad.
Yeah.
But they just don't have that same appeal to them, minus, like, the iconic characters. But if this game can just bring it with the gameplay, I am there day one.
Yeah, like,
I have always wanted this since I was a kid.
Me too. Something that's at least this technical, because if you look at the gameplay, like, the gameplay actually looks pretty damn good too, like, overall. And hold up, shoutouts to Demicrow rejoining the community as an advanced percenter. Let's go. If we can get some hype emotes and 100% emotes in the chat for Demicrow, get that hype going for Demicrow, bro. Hell yeah. And Ace says rollback though. Oh yeah, the rollback is the best part. Like, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has sold so many units and is on the Switch that has sold 85 million units, and it doesn't have rollback netcode.
That's insane.
Makes no sense. Nickelodeon got them big bucks. I guess. What do you think, Chris? What are your thoughts?
I mean, you see it's a Nickelodeon game, so it's going to draw in a lot of people, a lot of kids, a lot of different variety of people, because you've got the Nickelodeon right there, and then the characters it's showing, it's a lot of some of the 90 Nickelodeon characters, because you saw, like, the Wild Thornberrys in there, you got Invader Sim,
Yeah, they had Nigel.
SpongeBob, all that in there, so it's gonna, so they're already trying to hit both fan bases, the new and the old, and then they have the rollback netcode and all that. It means that they're willing this game to be able to run smoothly on whatever console you're playing it on. So it looks like it has a lot of promise. From the little gameplay that I saw of it, it's like, this game could be a really, really fun game. I mean, they've already have a Smash, their Mario Kart clone, that
Yep.
they do. Now this was their fighting clone of Smash. Hopefully it's a good game, because I'd like to see something that would be another variety of fighting game out there for people to
Yeah,
play.
definitely. Imagine if it was at EVO, though. Imagine if it was at, like, DreamHack, like, all these big events. Like, that'd be wild. Right next to Super Smash Bros, it's like, oh, I just lost the Super Smash Bros tournament, but I got fourth in Nickelodeon, yo. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but
That would be wild.
it'd be insane. But it's coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, of course, as well as Xbox Series X and S, and then the Switch. But there's a tweet where I believe I have it bookmarked, where in the Discord, someone asked some of the devs of the game about the rollback netcode, and it's going to be on supported platforms, is what was specifically said. Like, just those three words, on supported platforms. So there's rollback, but, like, that tells me I should pick up the PC version. Switch version's probably going to be not rollback. That's my guess. Why would they say that so bland? Not really that detailed of an explanation. Just on, like, we already know all the platforms the game supports, but, like, just say yes, it's gonna be having rollback on every platform. Like, so a lot of people are saying that it may not be rollback on Switch. So, what do you guys think if that were to be the case?
I wouldn't really be surprised. Also wouldn't be surprised if last gen consoles also didn't have it.
Yeah, like
I will
PlayStation
admit
4
I'm
and
not
Xbox
like
One. Yeah.
right. Like I'm not too knowledgeable on rollback itself, so I can't say too much other than that. But it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable on rollback, but as far as it comes to me, man, I wish they would have it on all the consoles, you know, because then you would have a fair playing base of the games like crossplay, you know. But then when they can't confirm it's going to be everywhere, it's kind of like, well, what consoles is it going to be for?
Right. Oh man. Well, in my opinion, I think it's gonna be pretty dope. Let's just hope it's actually gonna be a good game, because the Nickelodeon racing game, my friend had it, and it's not good. It's better than Garfield Kart, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh man. Right. Well, let's get some hype from everyone who's in the chat. Let's get some shout-outs to everyone who's here. Shout-outs to Mellow Wolf, B-Leaf, Ace, Demicrow, Nindy Gamer, King Narukami, of course. Yo, King Narukami, I need to send you to the Shadow Realm again, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I took out all your blue eyes. Oh, man. Shoutouts to the homie Riku. Welcome to the stream. Yo, shoutouts to everyone who's been coming through to the stream, yo. Thank you, Strader, for coming through. Shadow King for coming through. And everyone who's been here, yo. We got Chris Levi. We got BaoZakeruga. We got everyone coming through. We got the broadcast, episode 49. And the next topic we'll be talking about is Xbox, the future of gaming. You guys have that link if you guys want to check that. But Phil Spencer had some things to say, and I actually haven't looked at the actual link yet myself, so I'm going to be looking at this for the first time as well. And over the last decade, the concepts of games as a service has revolutionized the way the interactive entertainment industry works, from subscriptions introduced by massively multiplayer online adventures such as World of Warcraft to the seasonal battle passes of current online shooters. We're seeing a huge amount of focus on games that can sustain a lucrative community of players over several years. Phil Spencer had this to say about his take on the future of Xbox. I think we're probably building more of those now than we've been in the history of Xbox when it comes to story games like Metal Gear Solid, Red Dead Redemption, and Mass Effect, along with other games like Last of Us, Spider-Man, and God of War that Sony has been making in recent years. Platform holders, whether that platform is a subscription or a hardware device or a store, are actively investing in new and probably more risky things. Because of this, if it works, we get value out of bringing players into the ecosystem. So, Spencer also sees the opportunity to bring an early access type service to Xbox Series S and X, allowing owners to try out new titles while they're still being made. That's pretty wild, though. Like, because like, there's times where like I had a couple games off Game Pass, and like I would play them, but like over time they'd eventually leave the service. So it's like, oh, I need to be able to pay more attention to these games while they're on the service while I can. Because, like they say, they try and make more of these experiences. When we can stream to any device, a PC or a phone, whether it's with xCloud or having Game Pass, we could really look at how we can make more of these kinds of things early access experiences, even as a funding model for creators sometimes, when it comes to having maybe even previews, maybe even demos being shown as well. So there's so much potential that can be shown and said through everything that's been going on over the past few years. Because we can all admit, Xbox One, when it started last generation, was a bad start. I think we can all agree on that.
Very.
And now, with how things are going, they're definitely the brand that's most focused on making sure that their consumers are pleased. They're most focused on making sure that they have games at a good value. And I think that they're definitely on the right track for what they're striving towards. But overall, from what do you guys think from everything that Phil Spencer said and more, what are your thoughts about the future of Xbox?
Oh, the first thing that stood out to me was specifically being able to try games still in development. Like, that's pretty wild, because usually the only way you can do that is if they just release a alpha or a beta of some sort.
Right.
So, like, I don't know, imagine something big like, just randomly, Halo. Like, imagine they announced the next Halo after Infinite. It's like, oh, this game is in development, but members of Game Pass can play it free right now to test it out. Like,
Right.
just the thought of that is kind of mind-boggling in my opinion, but it would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
As for the future of Xbox itself, like I can't really imagine Xbox going anywhere in terms of they're just like a household name at this point. Like they're obviously younger than Nintendo and Sony with being in the gaming industry, but I think they
They
turned
got
it
money.
around. Yes, they have money. And I think they turned it around last generation because as you said, the Xbox One disaster, train wreck at the beginning. But if you just like look on social media nowadays, what does everyone talk about with Xbox Game Pass? How much of a deal it is. It's the greatest deal in gaming itself right now. And I honestly think if they just continue with that, they'll be fine. But it does worry me that more and more games are leaving Game Pass,
Right.
which really does suck.
Like Indivisible was only on there for like 6 months. But not to cut you off, shoutouts to Mellow Wolf, who actually just re-upped his membership and just reached 1 year on the channel. 1 year as a Click member, coming through with that hype. Get some 100% emotes, yo. Hell yeah, yo. And King Narakami in the chat says, I activate Magic Cylinder! See, that's the problem, Narakami. You're still using trap cards in 2021. But B-Leaf with the hype emotes, Ace Dior, everyone coming through. Yo, thanks for the hype, guys. And Mellow then said, Xbox long-term strategy will pay off for them. It definitely seems like it. And Mellow said, when in regards to the membership, got my ex-girlfriend out of the house. It's now all sorted, so I had to rejoin again, bro. Couldn't be out of the 100% Click for too long. Thank you, Mellow Wolf. That really means a lot, even if you didn't ever join back. Like, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we're all friends, we all hang out, we all have great times, whether we're just discussing stuff like this on the broadcast or having some gameplay streams, too. Like, just thank you guys for coming through to hang out. And shoutouts, make sure you guys smash that like button. Subscribe to the homies, Chris and Bao, as well as this channel here, V-CiPz, if you're new. And, any more thoughts, Bao, before, Chris, you discuss the future of Xbox?
Just one final thing, I guess, and where they have, how to say, I guess, Game Pass, it works better with those multiplayer, like, I guess, long roadmap type games.
Yeah.
Instead
like
of,
right,
games like that.
On like an early access kind of thing, and there's still new expansions, like the one with Pirates of the Caribbean. Has the pirate. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name on top of my head. Johnny Depp.
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, yeah. I don't know why I was like drawing a blank. Like, I even play Kingdom Hearts. I shouldn't be drawing a blank. Oh, man.
But yeah, with those games, it's definitely more built towards that. But I just hope in the future they don't shaft those single player experiences, because in my opinion, they should coincide perfectly. One shouldn't really bounce over the other, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think I was reading something earlier today where that kind of logic where like a single player experience should be equal to like a multiplayer one. I read something earlier today about Stadia where like if a game is a multiplayer game, it does better on the service because people keep going back to it every day and playing it for hours and hours. Like, let's say Destiny, for example. While a game like Resident Evil 7, which is like a 5-hour game, someone would most likely play it once and that's it. So the value of it in that kind of service where it comes to streaming the game is less. So like in xCloud, yeah, it'd definitely be tough to compare them to in that way because that's just how it works monetization-wise, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If you play the game for longer, stream the game for longer, that way they make more revenue somehow, I guess. I'm not sure how it works in the fine-tuning of it, but that's what the article was discussing. I wish I had the article. I saw it on Twitter. I didn't bookmark that. I wish I did. Anytime I see something on Twitter, like, I always bookmark it. Anytime it's like, oh, this bookmark. Oh, this bookmark. But, yo, Chris, let everyone know. Let's hear your roar of what Xbox is going to do. The future of Xbox. Let's hear it with your chest. Save your chest, bro. Let's hear it. Let's get that hype. Get that Xbox hype.
Yeah. So
shouts to Game Pass Perry.
Yeah, gotta give shout out to my man Game Pass Perry, man. He's always having that flag for Xbox.
Yep. Gotta give him a shout out.
But yeah, as far as everything goes with Xbox and Game Pass and everything like that, as we all know, they had a rough time when the Xbox One era because they didn't really know their identity. They went through all these things with DMR, and then that was a backlash. And then Phil Spencer came in there and was like, "Oh, hold up, we don't need to do all that." And then they didn't. Sony was buying up all these rights to these games and these things for like promotional this and that, and they're like for Call of Duty and all that. And then Xbox is like, "We ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing. We got our studios and all this, and doing this and doing that."
And also the Halo, the Gears, and the Forza. They're trifecta, if you'd call it.
Yeah, and it's like you have Halo come out with Halo 5 last gen, and it wasn't perceived all well. It looked good, but did everybody think it was good? No, they're still looking at 3 and Reach and thinking we need something like that, and they're looking at all this other stuff. And Xbox really didn't have their identity, but Phil Spencer, he came in there and he's like, "Hold up, I'm gonna go out, travel out to these studios, do this." And Phil Spencer is the one guy that I know in gaming, he's not Reggie Fils-Aimé, but he's the closest person that's come in the game to have that kind of personality where
where he's like an icon. Yep.
Yeah, where he has a lot of power in the company, but also he feels like somebody that can be your friend, because he's showing up on all of these things and everything.
Yeah.
And as far as them wanting to do some of these single player experiences, like the comment on this Mass Effect and Red Dead and all that, I saw Phil on I think it was kind of funny the other day he was doing their podcast, one of their I think it was Gamescast, something like that. And he was talking about having an early build of the new Psychonauts game before it was finished, and how he was playing through a little bit of it. Then he stopped and he's just like, I saw what the game was, I enjoyed it, but I'm gonna wait till the full build gets here. He said some of those experiences could possibly come to people, because that's something that the developers could get feedback with, seeing you have an early build of the game.
Yeah,
and all that.
Like how Mellow Wolf mentioned it, Grounded, which that's one of the games that was on Game Pass and still is, and it started as an early access service and still is in early access. And it was over a year ago actually that it dropped on the service too.
Mm-hmm. But it's cool to see them doing this, taking these things, because I know a lot of people like Game Pass, but then there's also that side of people that give it a lot of flack for what it is. But it's something that we all know that PlayStation is looking to go towards down the road with the way they're doing stuff, And even Nintendo has even mentioned they've looked at stuff like that. They haven't done anything like that yet, but they said they've looked at stuff like that. Because with us going into a more digital age and people being on their phones or computers or any device, Microsoft says, "Hey, we want to give you, not just tie you down to our console. Yes, if you want the home console, we're going to make sure we have that. But if you don't have it and you have your other consoles, we want to still you be able to play our games." So it's interesting to see where they're going to go, I mean, it was interesting last year when they threw a big money bag and bought Bethesda. Everybody's like, whoa. Because that wasn't just a studio. That was multiple studios in one big purchase.
Yeah, it was a big purchase, too. It was very big. With Bethesda and ZeniMax, it was huge. Absolutely enormous purchase. And Shocking says, imagine playing Starfield early access, right?
Yeah,
that would be smart marketing. Like maybe have some sort of early access where it's like the earliest part of the game, but then you wait 2 or 3 years for the game to release, because they're definitely not anywhere near done yet. In my opinion, Starfield and Fable probably aren't going to see the light of day for 6 years. That's my personal prediction. But I don't know. I think the future of Xbox is bright, but they just acquired a lot of these development studios 2 years ago, and it doesn't take 2 years to make a game. Pokemon takes 3 years to make a game, and it's Sword and Shield, and not to just shit on Sword and Shield again, but come on, man, that took 3 years. Stop. But what do you guys think in the chat? Let us know some of your thoughts about the future of Xbox. I want to know some of you guys' thoughts. And we're 2 likes on 15 like hype. Smash the like button. This is episode 49 of the broadcast with Bao and Chris. We're hanging out. And the SMT trailer is dropping in 5 minutes. You guys have the links. I think I have the English trailer link right now. I'm definitely going to watch the Japanese trailer link. I'm going to be actually recording a video for that later, right after the stream tonight.
Yo. Metal Wolf brings up a good point, where he said there's a lot of games he probably wouldn't have played if it wasn't for Game Pass, because he can just play them risk-free.
Yep.
That's a major thing with me on the Switch. There's so many games I want to try, but there's no refund option, no anything. So I have to be 100% sure I want it if I touch it, if it doesn't have a demo. That's one of the great advantages of Game Pass.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah. And also you got to think about this. Going into next gen, Sony started off, games went from 60 to 70, and it's with Game Pass, you're thinking, oh, that 70 price tag is really hard to swallow. Well, with Game Pass, you don't really have to swallow that. Xbox is saying we'll swallow that end of it for you, and they're letting you play the games for $15 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Shafty says, imagine getting E3 demos from Microsoft if you have Game Pass. That is genius.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah. So like when it's E3 like week, people who have Game Pass have exclusivity to those demos. That'd be wild. Hopefully they
That'd be
don't
wild if
prevent
they do
it or
something
like
that.
block it behind like the Ultimate Game Pass, because I don't got Ultimate. I only have Game Pass PC. So
Yeah. I mean, they could do something like that. They could sit there and say, hey, E3 22 during that week alongside us having fans back at it. Hopefully they do next year, because like Phil Fincher said, he missed walking out on the stage and seeing fans cheering for the announcements they made and
Right.
all that. But it would be cool, like if they said, hey, if you got a Game Pass Ultimate for a week, these 3 or 4 or 5 titles will be available in demo mode right
Yeah.
there for a week, and you can download them, play them, check them out, just like people that go up to the events. That'd be awesome.
definitely. And Melwolf then said, PS5 games are $125 here in Australia. That's a lot for one game. I can imagine 125. I already feel 70 is a lot. So man, that's crazy. Just the difference in like prices, just in regions like that, is nuts. It's crazy. Yo, in less than 3 minutes, the trailer's about to start. Yo, are you guys excited for SMT 5? Because like I am
heck yeah.
excited.
Most anticipated game of the year. Hands down.
Definitely my most anticipated JRPG for sure
That's gonna be
too.
a pretty hype game.
Oh yeah, and it's been looking great. And there's a lot of rumors that we're gonna finally be hearing some dubbing in this trailer. So I'm
That would be
excited for that.
nice.
So that's why I picked on the English one just for the stream, just so everyone could be able to hear and understand it too, of course.
Yeah.
But, yo, I'm gonna be pulling this up in just a second. So for everyone who's watching the stream, I think it's gonna be like a 3-minute trailer. It's a story-based trailer too, so there's gonna be gameplay stuff. So in the story mode, yo, I'm so excited, man. This is literally insane. I got the collector's edition too. Did you get the collector's edition, Bao?
Yep, I got super lucky. I got like the first wave of it, so I didn't have to worry about the extra stress this time.
Facts. Yo, I literally was at work and I was like on my lunch break, like, come on. Like I was so excited. Oh man. So everyone who's watching the stream, I'm just gonna be changing the screen layout. So it's back to like the normal layout where you guys see the regular screen. So,
Real true.
so you guys be able to watch us as well. 'Cause you guys have it up on your ends too, right?
Right.
Alright, dope. Yeah, because we're just gonna all be watching at the same time. It's gonna be lit. Everyone's gonna hear our reactions. It's gonna be awesome. And thank you to everyone who's watching the stream. We got 10 concurrent viewers. You guys are awesome. Thank you once again to Demicrow and Mellowolf rejoining the community once more. And thank you to everyone here who's a subscriber, a lurker, a member, everyone who's here. Thank you all for your support and coming through to hang out for the broadcast, episode 49. We've already been shooting for about 45 minutes, which is crazy. And we're already almost halfway through the topics, too. And we've been talking about a bunch of dope stuff already. If any of you guys missed it, we discussed Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, as well as the future of Xbox. You guys can rewind the stream if you missed any of that. And shout out to Chris Gamer Street. Yo, what's up? And Shalky says, got 2 copies of the premium edition pre-order? You got 2 copies? Now, 2 copies is a little much. Because it was like, what, 120 was it? Because, like, I think it was like
Something like that.
Yeah. Mel says super pumped for SMT5. Yeah, I'm super pumped too, yo. I'm so excited. Oh, it's about to start. Premiere will be. Oh, I hate that shit. Like, listen, you guys know how YouTube premieres work, right? And like, it's
Right.
when they start the premiere, it's really just the start of the countdown. So there's gonna be like a 2-minute countdown right now.
Out of curiosity, what timer is yours at?
1:53.
Okay, I'm actually a couple seconds ahead of you then.
Yeah, let me refresh it then. Oh god, it went backwards. It was at 1:48, it went to 1:53. Now, no, it keeps going back. Okay, now it's at 1:41, alright.
Jeez, I'm like 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah, shout out to
Well,
St. Luke. 1 year memory.
I will try. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's all good, it's all good.
I was gonna say, I'll try not to spoil any like potential surprises since I'm a little ahead.
Oh yeah, don't worry. But you can go, oh, like if you're shocked at something, you can be shocked. Yo, and yeah, we just went over Nickelodeon Brawl towards the beginning. Yeah, towards the very beginning. It was the first topic. But it's all good. You can always rewind St. Lou. You know it's good. I hope you've been having a good day. I hope everyone here's been having a great day. Live reaction. Me, Bao, Chris, SMT 5, new trailer. Everyone in the chat's asking for Gex on their stream. I'm not sure what's going on, but it shouldn't be Gex. Oh, man.
I want to see that too.
Yo, shouts to Ace, Mellowolf, Chris Gamer Street. Thank you guys for coming through. Shouts to Demicrow, Dear Wilson, Shadow King, King Narakami, who said Kingdom Farts. No, Kingdom Hearts. That's how you spell. I know you're in the Shadow Realm for 3 weeks of episodes worth now. You need to come back so I can put you back in there. Make you stay in there. Katana Riku coming through. Yo, shout outs. Thank you so much to Strader coming through. It's about to start in 15 seconds. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Alright. And mine just started.
Alright. The volume for the stream should be loud enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're like 3 seconds ahead of me. Shouts to Jake and Blue Badge Gang.
Oh, okay. This music, though.
I was the one who pushed you away. I need power to walk the right path. Power forbidden by God. Take a good look.
There, something very specific I just noticed I'll mention later.
Yo, but that's the girl that was seen in the original trailer from long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what her part is.
That whole Japan.
東京を守るために戦う。それがベテルの日本支部、すなわち我々というわけだ。神の禁じたナホビのどこの誰が
Yo, he's gonna be the next Smash Bros. Character. I don't care if anyone says.
I am very hopeful so.
This game looks clean.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be so badass.
Oh.
It's so flashy the way it all looks too. I like how they did a lot of these edits, the graphics. It looks stylish.
Tries they showed that off. Okay, King Bafula.
Ooh, they really showed her. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And King
Okay. Oh, this was my main thing I was hoping for. Side characters, because Nocturne did not have many.
Well, who knows how long they're gonna really be around for? Oh my god.
This is a million times more fascinating than I expected this to be.
Yo, this has been so dope. I definitely gotta watch this like 10 more times later.
Right.
Yo, this is literally like in-game gameplay and cutscenes. In-game, like,
Seems to be a lot of them this time around too.
Oh yeah. And Mellowolf, yeah, the combat menus are similar to Tokyo Mirage Sessions. They're really sleek. Oh. Long trailer too, which is nice.
Go. That was hype.
Yo, this looks sick.
I need this entire OST like now. Assuming there's nothing else. That was awesome.
That was lit. Oh my god. That was so lit. That was
All right.
incredible. That was. What did you guys think in the chat? Let us know.
So right off the bat, big thing I noticed for those that played Nocturne, when you saw the Atlas symbol and it just faded into like red strands, that was Magatsuhi. If you don't know what that is, basically, it's like the thing everyone wants, at least in Nocturne. It's like a life force. Basically. When you die, Magatsuhi comes out. And you saw it again later in the trailer when I forgot who already, but I think it was some demon that died and Magatsuhi flew from them. So that's going to be a big theme again. So that's awesome.
Right. Oh, by the way, real quick, about your camera randomly just like froze.
Good.
So.
My bad.
No, it's all good.
Are we good?
Yep. All good now. I was wondering what happened. I was like, wait, what's going on? Like you were just like, you were like doing like the baby face. Like you see the meme with the baby where it's like his face to the side. He's like gets turned to a car. You were just like that talking. It's like, you're frozen. Birdman says, "Wow, this new trailer looks freaking amazing." Yes, it does. If you just watch it together, that was awesome. That looked great. I've played SMT4, Nocturne, Strange Journey, and I'm still new to the series. I just started like a few years ago, but man, SMT5 looks like a real stunning game. Like for it to be on Switch, and the way it looks pretty damn good, honestly. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it looks good?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I think it looked really clean, you know. The way the combat was looking and the menus for the combat stuff was looking really clean. The way that the story part of it was looking. So the transitions and all that from it were looking really, really clean. For a game on the Switch, it's going to be one of the cleanest looking games, if not the cleanest looking Switch game this year.
Definitely. B-Leaf, Ace, and Mellow Wolf coming through with the hype emotes for the SMT5. Birdman says Unreal Engine 4 on Switch. Damn, wow. Yeah, and there's a lot of games that use Unreal Engine 4 on Switch, actually, Birdman. A ton. Shadow King says, I need this now. Demo, please, Atlas. And then Mellow Wolf then said, day one purchase, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I love how they're putting a lot of promotion behind it, kind of like they're doing with the Metroid Dread. They're putting a lot of promotion behind this game.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely are. And I want to get the Switch OLED so I can hack it, but the problem is I have a weird feeling there's going to be an SMT5 related Switch. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that feels this way, but like maybe like only in Japan, collector's edition. I think
Wouldn't be
that's
surprised.
possible.
SMT4 had like 2 custom 3DSs.
So I think something's very likely, whether it's a full worldwide thing or if it's just in Japan. I think it's definitely possible. And shouts to Lo-Fi Surfer says, it looks great. Solid cutscenes and I'm digging these side characters. Yeah, I'm just hoping the side characters stick around.
Yeah, I'd like to see them.
Yeah.
It definitely seems in that trailer these are like the typical, quote, reasoning characters, like Law, Chaos,
for the
Neutral.
alignments. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Matthew Hammond, what's up, Matthew? Welcome to the stream. Says, what's going on? It looks really good. Yeah, SMT5 looks so dope. And I'm just excited. November can't come any sooner, man. It really can't.
Another thing I saw in the trailer that quelled one of my fears, I guess, was that varied locations.
Yeah.
Because Nocturne was just, of course, all desert and bleh. It was not very fun to look at.
Right.
SMT4 was a bit better, and this looks to be another step in the right direction.
It
So
looks
I'm
more
happy about
varied.
that.
Every area
Right.
looks unique. It stands
there-
out.
Like there's a demonic classroom or something, and that's just really interesting.
Right. Yo, shouts to the 13 viewers here, and we're 1 like away from 20 like hype. If we can get 20 likes, that'd be awesome. This is the broadcast episode 49. Birdman says, I already have SMT5 pre-ordered, so I'm ready. Me too, yo. I got the collector's edition. I'm so ready. I'm psyched for it. Oh, man. But if anyone has any last-minute thoughts of the trailer, let us know in the chat before we move on to the next topic, which we actually have 2 more topics for the stream tonight. We have Persona's 25th anniversary, and then we got AEW versus WWE. And we did just hit 20 likes, yo. Shout outs, hashtag 20 like hype in the chat. 100% click coming through. shout outs. We got Bao, we got Chris, we got the whole clique coming through for the broadcast episode 49. Let's go. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. And Jugs McGee coming through too. Blue Badge Gang says, yo, VC. What's up, Jugs? Welcome to the stream. Dope Panzer Dragoon video, man. It was really dope, man. I need to watch it again and then drop a comment for you, bro. Shout outs. Yo. And you guys are coming through that hype. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it because this is actually the first time I streamed in over a week. And we actually have an episode of broadcast in a little while. So thank you guys. I've been really busy with work. I'm working 10 to 12 hours a week, like a day. Shit's been rough. Ooh. Like, I was at work today. I worked for 10 hours, and my boss, like, I looked at him, and I'm like, I'm going home now. And he's like, I actually need your help. I'm like, I'm going home now. And I turned around and clocked out.
Cannot blame you. I've been there.
Yeah, like, literally. Like they just stare at you like, I need you here. And you just gotta be like, I have to be a responsible adult. And just turn around and do whatever you gotta do. But, yo, let's get into Persona's 25th anniversary, because they announced that out of nowhere, kind of like at 11 o'clock p.m., the same time that this SMT5 trailer dropped. Coincidence? I think not. But it's kind of crazy when you think about it, because a few days ago, I was like saying, oh, they're going to announce stuff from September into 2022, and then bam, they basically say that it's gonna be a whole year's worth of announcements. Tons of merch is unveiled, like pins, T-shirts, all kinds of stuff. And then they have 7 huge announcements that they'll be going through from September 2021 to autumn of 2022. So most likely September or October of next year. I think it's a lot's possible, and it seems very likely that the first thing, since the first icon on the website has the yellow tint on it, it's going to be like Persona 4 related. I think it's going to be Persona 4 Golden Ports, or maybe all the Persona 4 games in general, including Arena and Ultimax, also getting ported. Maybe they do that and just port everything Persona 4 related to everything modern. Or just 4 Golden, which is the most likely. What do you guys think overall about Persona's 25th anniversary? What are your thoughts going forward with it, with these 7 big announcements? If there's going to be multi-platform releases for other platforms like Xbox and Switch, Epic Games, Steam, all that. Yeah. And I think we're going to see Persona 6 at least teased. I am very positive. Like, honestly, 100% positive. It's going to be teased at some point within the next 13 to 14 months.
Yeah, I would like to see that one. You know, as far as my thoughts go, I think they got 7 different announcements. It looks like almost every 2 months. Every month to every 2 months, you're going to get some Persona news, which is cool, you know. If it's some remasters of, like, the older games, like 3, 4, and all that for the current console is cool, you know, and everything like that. I definitely realize it, because 5 was my first foray into the Persona series, and then I got 4 on my PC, and I played about a couple hours of that, and I really enjoyed it for what it was, you know, and it's cool to see that they're doing all this hype behind it. When you go to the site, like you did in your video, and it shows all this different merch that they're going for it, all these different things. It's like man, they're really wanting to really celebrate it, you know, because a lot of companies. No, I don't want to put anyone out there, Nintendo. But, you know, you have some of these things come out there, and it's like, hey, they could do more for it. It looks like they're going to do a lot more.
Like the 40th anniversary of Donkey Kong's this year.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Donkey Kong got an anniversary. This got an anniversary. We're not going to do. They don't even say a word.
Well, Matthew Hammond says, is Shipping Guys SMT 4 coming to Switch? No, probably not. Probably not. SMT 4 is really good, though. You can get it on 2DS, 3DS for like $9.
Yeah.
It's
but
totally
another thing I wanted to mention is, as far as you said about things coming to Xbox and other platforms, I could feel like stuff would come to other platforms, because Sega has basically said that they want to do more multi-platform releases and all that.
Yeah.
But it's like, does Atlas want to do that? You know,
right?
It's kind of like Sega wants to do it, but like their studio, you know, do they want to do that?
Yeah, and I think in recent years, Atlas has definitely opened up more, though, to the thought of being multi-platform. With the success of Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5 Strikers actually being one of the best Persona games in regards of sales. It's like 1.3 million, which is crazy. And shout-outs, yo, to Ryusei88, just subscribing with that Kevin Durant KD dunk on that subscribe button. Let's go. But yo, Bao, let me know your thoughts, man. I need to know what you think about the anniversary and some of your predictions too, because I definitely think Persona 4 related stuff is first, along with Persona 6 tease. But what do you think? I need to know what you think, man, because I feel like you have some insight.
Well, first and foremost, I'm mainly shocked they're acknowledging the existence of Personas 1 and 2, because Atlas does not do that. So, it would be nice to see a remix of those, so I'm not getting my hopes up for that. In terms of what I expect, I'm not actually getting my hopes up for too much, besides maybe a tease of Persona 6. At most, I see ports of Persona 3 to PC, maybe consoles, ports of Persona 4 to consoles perhaps, maybe ports of the PSP remasters of Personas 1 and 2, maybe one or two side games for 5, because 5 honestly doesn't have that many side games yet compared to what 4 had, which is kind of surprising.
I think it's gonna get that arena game though. I really think so. An arena fighting game, and it's going to have characters from Persona 4 and a couple, not a lot, from Persona 3 to show up too. I feel like if they did something like that, it'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, that's as for just what I would want, not expecting, I would want full-blown remakes of 1 and 2, because most fans, well, most modern fans either came in with 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah.
And they either have no way to go back to 1 and 2, or they just have no interest because it doesn't look appealing, which I understand because those games are vastly different than 3 and onwards.
It's not the same. For people who like get into the new era of Persona from 3, 4, and 5, going back to 1 or 2 is tough. Like for me personally, like I like dungeon crawling games, so like for me personally, it's dope. I like it. But not everyone likes that gameplay in 2021. It's just not what people are in for, especially with the RPG style that it had back then with the rows too. Like the people nowadays wouldn't be ready for it, honestly. But you know what, I think 1 and 2 remakes would be dope, and that's something that would be great. But you know, in the icon they showed the white color on the bottom, and people are thinking that Persona 6's color is white. I don't think that's true. And I don't think it's going to change to a color to represent Persona 6 either. I think we are going to get, because white is a color that represents the start, the beginning, you know what I mean? And Bao, you know the beginning of Persona, SMT I think they're going to remake SMT and call it Persona 0. I think they're going to do interesting. That. And they're going to make the gameplay, of course, more suited to today's standards in regards of, like, the actual RPG combat. But if they incorporated dungeon crawling and somehow made it, like, 2021 standard, like just the way it all just... Imagine that game remake as the start. It's just crazy to think about it. What do you guys think in the chat for Persona's 25th anniversary? Let us know all your thoughts, because so much is possible. And like you said, they really even acknowledge Persona 1 and 2. So, like, does that mean that they would acknowledge SMT? Like, who knows? Maybe.
I feel like they should. It's part of the series' history.
Yeah, it's part of the lore of the plot, too.
Regardless of what they show off, I'm happy as someone that started as a Persona fan when it was the epitome of niche, seeing the series come this far, and even getting the possibility of 7 freaking announcements. That would have blown my mind all those years ago. So I'm just happy the series is doing well to even get to this point.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's gotten to the point where it's like mainstream almost, especially with how SMT5's even being like touted, like especially with how many people bought SMT5. Like the collector's editions, they're being sold out. Even the regular copies start to be sold out.
Yeah, I like how they're getting ready, gearing you up all these months in advance. Like, hey, there's gonna be a year's worth of news with Persona. They're doing all this stuff, and it's like it looks like Atlas is really right there, having a lot of things going. They're like, hey, here's this.
Yeah, you know, steamrolling with the announcements. Shouts to J2 Blue says, "What's up, 100% Click crew?" Hey, shouts to J2 Blue coming through. And yo, you're about to get your 2-month membership badge soon, J2 Blue. Shoutouts. welcome to the stream. Hope you've been doing good. Hope everyone's been doing good. And if anyone missed anything, we discussed the future of Xbox, the new Nickelodeon fighting game, which is similar to Smash, a Smash Bros. Clone. We already watched and live reacted to the SMT5 trailer, and we're currently going over the 25th anniversary of Persona. So shout out to you guys coming through with that hype. I really appreciate all of you coming through. Thank you. Shocking says, I expect nothing after E3. I learned my lesson about expecting anything. Well, E3 this year was never going to be good. We're still in, like, the pandemic era, you know what I mean? Like, it was never going to be anything special. Like, the most I was hyped for was, honestly, just Nintendo. Because, like, Directs usually aren't terrible. They're at most, or at minimum, like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, no matter what. Like, you're never going to leave a Direct and think, that was the worst thing I ever saw. Maybe it was a partnered showcase. Partnered showcases were horrible. Oh, man. But anyone else have any more thoughts about the 25th anniversary? Let us know in the chat. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the homies Bao and Chris. If one of the mods can get the links for them in the chat, that'd be hype if you guys can. Shouts to everyone coming through with that hype. For everyone who's here, you guys are awesome. Lo-Fi Surfer, Birdman, Dior, Jugs McGee, Shadow King, Mellow Wolf, Matthew Hammond, J2 Blue, everyone coming through watching stream and hanging out. I appreciate it. If you guys could share the stream with the blue linked comment in the chat, that'd be awesome. We got one more topic left, and it's a big topic, because we'll be talking about this for a bit, actually. AEW was fire tonight. AEW was like a pay-per-view tonight. It was nuts. Oh, my God. I can't wait to discuss AEW versus WWE. Oh, my God. It's something that has been going on for like almost 3 years now, actually, now I think about it. Because didn't AEW, like, excluding the pay-per-views, TV-wise, it started in late 2019, right?
Yeah, it started in late 2019.
With a TV show. Like, actually Dynamite. Like, it wasn't late 2018, right?
I think it was in 2019, but not late, because the pandemic started in early 2020, and they had a little bit of momentum.
Maybe like August or something, like in the summer.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because
yeah, they had a couple pay-per-views, and then I think the TV show started in like September, October.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. Because thinking about how AEW has rose to prominence, and they started back then, a lot has changed in wrestling for those who do follow up and watch and enjoy what it is. And it's crazy when you think about how during the pandemic, many wrestlers deflected from WWE and went to AEW. WWE had NXT against AEW during the Wednesday Night Wars Part 2, basically. And for anyone who follows the demos, the ratings, AEW was beating NXT all the time, except for 2 weeks out of, like, a whole year and a half. And eventually NXT was moved to Tuesdays, and then AEW was going around Wednesdays and Fridays in the past few months because of NBA with the finals on TNT. So a lot of things have been going on with wrestling, and AEW versus WWE has been boiling with many amazing superstars on AEW, and WWE has been losing a lot of them, like Rusev, Malachi Black, Aleister Black, Christian Cage, Matt Hardy. So many big names, so many great superstars, and they're getting moved over. They're going to AEW. And what, honestly, like WWE, I used to love WWE, man. It's just not the same. And like, I even watched a lot back in like 2016 into 2018, 2019. But like, once I saw Seth Rollins versus The Fiend at Hell in the Cell, that was it. That was the last straw. I was like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Like, even the fans there were pissed about what was going on. And I think that was in 2019, I believe that was the summer of 2019 as well, like September or August as well. So that was around the same time AEW just started on TV. So seeing how both of them have progressed, or maybe degressed if you think of WWE, because WWE Raw hit a record low recently of 1.4 million viewers, which is still a lot if you see how bad Raw is. Like, SmackDown is actually a good show if you do watch it. SmackDown's actually dope. I go and watch SmackDown like often nowadays because Roman Reigns is actually doing good for once. Like he's the heel and he's actually making a name for himself as someone that people won't boo out the arena every time they see them, like they did in recent years. But AEW and WWE is going through a lot, and yes, they even lost Big Show and Mark Henry as well. That's true, Shadow King. They even lost both of them, but both of them are more so legends. So I'm excited for AEW Rampage, which is going to be a new AEW show happening later this year. So AEW's already rose to such a level where they can already have a second show in less than 2 years. Raw took like 20 years to get SmackDown. But what are you guys' thoughts overall about the whole thing? I want to start with you on this though, Chris, and then we'll go to Bao, and then we'll go to me for my final thoughts. Yeah, you guys can go on this because this is like the big topic. So don't worry, you guys can go in. Just let it all out. And anyone in the chat have any thoughts of AEW, WWE? Did you guys used to watch WWE? Did you guys get back into it with AEW? Because for me personally, like AEW got me like back like full force, especially with a lot of the new superstars like Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Baron Black, of course, the homie Baron Black. He's the homie, and so many more. Ethan Page is really good, and Scorpio Sky too. So, so let's hear it, Chris. What's up?
So yeah, being a wrestling fan that I am, there's a lot that I could say on AEW versus WWE, and especially over the last year because AEW started like 2019. They got announced like early 2019. They had the big little Jacksonville event and had Chris Jericho come out there, and everybody's like, whoa, because Chris Jericho made the pact to Vince McMahon, I'll wrestle in another company, but I'm never going to wrestle in the United States in another company other than WWE, and then he does that, and it's like, boom, so they already had one big star right off the bat, and then Jon Moxley was unhappy in WWE, so he went back to his indie persona and went there and became a main event player and all this, and over the pandemic, you saw a lot of things change within WWE, because WWE didn't know how to really, it seems like, handle it, because they're letting all these people go, yet they're making more and more money with all these deals with Saudi Arabia and NBC and Peacock. Yep. And it's like, you're making hand over fist all this money, two to three times the money you can do to pay these superstars, and you're letting all these people go, and then you go look at their stuff, and you're like, oh, this is how Raw is, this is how SmackDown was, this is how main event is. It's like, come on, you got AEW over here, which is giving you AEW Dynamite most Wednesdays that they can, unless a sporting event's going on, and then they got their two YouTube shows. They got
Dark and Elevation.
Yeah, Dark and Elevation going, and all that. It's like our personal friend wrestled throughout the pandemic and helped them out a lot. Baron Black, and everything. It's like, and what was cool about it is that it was Dark and Elevation.
I do want to say though.
What? Go ahead.
He is being misused. He should be with Private Party. They should just throw him in with Private Party. Because I think he said it himself. And like for those who follow Sammy's vlog, Sammy Guevara has a vlog, and as well as Kenny Omega and the BT crew. They have their own vlogs, and Baron Black is like 0-35. He's being misused. I'm not like some of the times that he lost, he shouldn't have lost, man. Like he's such a good technician. Like if you guys see a lot of his like wrestling moves and stuff, so I'm hoping that because Cody Rhodes is planning to like either sign him, Fuego, or Kylan King, I think. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And Shouting says Kenny Omega's our champ. Well, I gotta be honest. The only thing I didn't like about tonight's show was Kenny Omega's response to cowboy shit from the fans. He's like, "Oh, you'll be chanting belt collector." He like said it like all wrong. It's like belt collector, like that. Like he like that's the one thing about Kenny Omega. He's an amazing wrestler. Promo game, he's 50-50. Sometimes he hits it out the park. Sometimes that. It kind of not ruined the moment for me for that segment, just because the Cowboy shit meter was like so high, everyone was going wild for Hangman Adam Page, and the Dark Order, of course. Which, can anyone think of a crazier stable or something as big that's in WWE? Because all I know is the Hurt Business got disbanded. I don't know anything else that's even close to Dark Order.
I mean, you had Hurt Business disbanded, you had an NXT, that Undisputed Era disbanded. It's like, what?
Yeah. People said Retribution was supposed to be their answer to the Dark Order, but we all know how that went.
Wait, that's really what it was supposed to be?
That's what people said, because they did form them after the Dark Order started gaining traction.
Oh, I never realized that. I never drew the two lines right there. Huh. That's crazy. That's actually really wild. Because, don't they have someone who was one of the announcers is Mace.
Yeah, Dio.
Dio Madden, yeah. Yeah. And he actually does some Twitch live streams too. He actually plays AI Sonya Files and Persona and stuff. I've seen him stream a couple times. But yeah, if anyone here in the chat has any thoughts about AEW versus WWE, let us know. Bao, let me know some of your thoughts.
Well, you mentioned you had a breaking point with WWE, and I did as well, actually. I guess I should explain my, overall wrestling history.
Yeah.
Like, I've been watching wrestling literally my entire life. Like, some of my earliest memories are wrestling the early 90s, WCW, WWE, even ECW. I've been watching off and on, but there was a certain breaking point where I just haven't gone back to WWE outside, like, maybe the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. And that was when Brock Lesnar beat Kofi Kingston for the title in like 8 seconds.
Yes.
I was like, it's fine to have Lesnar beat Kofi. That's fine. He is your world champion. You don't beat him in 8 seconds. That's just disrespectful.
I agree.
Especially a man that's been with your company for like, 15 years or something like that?
Yeah.
That just rubbed me the wrong way, and I couldn't do it. Since then, I couldn't go back to it. But go ahead.
I just wanted to mention, and they didn't give him the rematch.
No rematch.
I was like, oh man, they did that man dirty.
But I branched out from WWE because for a while I thought maybe my passion for wrestling had died, and then I discovered Ring of Honor, New Japan, basically that like 2018, 2019 era. I was like, wow, there's other great wrestling out there.
Right.
I just had to leave WWE. And of course, to go all the way up to now to AEW, which is my favorite wrestling company. I watch it weekly. I love pretty much everybody.
It's the only reason I turn on my TV, like 100%. Like, if I'm not playing a video game on my TV, it's usually off.
Kind of a good point. It's kind of the same for me. But I think the main thing I like about AEW is that I can have faith in them and know that there's a good chance my faith will be rewarded. Like, they commit to long-term storytelling. They treat their wrestlers with respect.
Yeah.
Like, look at Hangman Adam Page. His story right now has been brewing since the first day of AEW, which is insane. WWE could never.
Yeah, like,
it's just stuff like that makes me love it.
That's a build-up that, like, people don't realize and see from most other companies, especially WWE.
Yeah, they don't realize. Yeah, that build's been 2 years. I mean, people realize it. They came into the company together as the elite. You know, and all that. And you think about it, the Young Bucks, their vlog had the story going right there, and then they transitioned it when they did a TV show on the TV through the tag team when they couldn't be in the main event because they had other people, Chris Jericho, holding the flag for the company because he was already an established name worldwide, and then all the way to now. That's like long form storytelling that WWE doesn't do.
Right. And King Narukami says, "I'm sick of Cody and QT Marshall. Well, Cody's gonna be facing Malachi Black soon, so." Hopefully that program with QT Marshall is finished, and QT and his squad can hang out at Dark and Dark Elevation, boost all their wrestlers' ratings and their win-loss ratios to 28-5, so then when they go for the TNT title, they could just lose to Rusev, who's on a streak. Like, Rusev is like the new era Goldberg, the way that they're building him, like, currently. He went from the best man, playing video games, beating up Orange Cassidy for no reason, to just slaying everyone as a TNT champion. And they changed the belt tonight, too. I didn't think that they would change the belt for a third time, even though the show's going to be moving to TBS. So I think it's wild that they would do that.
I think Cody himself said not planning on changing it even after the network change, which is interesting, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's promote TNT while on TBS.
I mean, if anything, you can just change the letters in the title. But
that's most likely what they're gonna do. And Shadow King then said, I like seeing old faces from WWE and AEW, like Justin Roberts as a ring announcer. Justin Roberts is a great ring announcer, though. Like, he's one of the best in the business. Like, literally, you turn on WWE SmackDown vs. Raw, he's there. He's and he sounds great back then. He sounds great now. And
one thing I guess that annoys me with wrestling fans, well, specifically like AEW haters, they'll say a lot of WWE guys are going to AEW, and that shows me that you haven't been watching wrestling for a long time. Because every like major WWE star was a WCW guy. Stone Cold, Undertaker,
Booker T,
Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio,
Chris Benoit.
The only reason they were quote WWE guys because for the longest there was nowhere else to go. Right. Now if there's options, they get to go somewhere else.
Yeah, there's even people going to Impact, NJPW, and NWA. NWA's been pretty good too, honestly. I'm watching that too.
The thing is that people, I get where you're coming from with that little thing, because, you know, if anybody doesn't know, I've done wrestling myself, backyard wrestling, and in-ring wrestling for a short time, and to see these people, oh, it's just going to be like WCW all over again because they have all these people defecting. It's like, they're not wanting to defect. It's not like back in WCW when they're, what's his name? Eric Bischoff was sitting there saying, hey, we got an open paycheck, come here, and that's whenever NWO got created. You know, Tony, you know what I mean? I understand Tony Khan's got an open paycheck, but he's not sitting there saying, oh, come over. He's like, yeah, if they want to come over here, cool. I would love to have these guys. And then WWE just drops the ball with them, has no storyline with them, and then finally releases these guys. So they're like, hey, they got more options. You got Impact, formerly TNA. You got ROH. You got NWA, which is doing good. You got New Japan. All these different options for these people to go. And these options are also going into like, hey, you can go on YouTube and watch a lot of this stuff, keep up with the wrestlers nowadays. And it's really, really awesome. And I love what AEW does because they give a lot of, like, during the pandemic era, they gave a lot of access to, like, wrestlers from NWA and some Impact wrestlers and even some New Japan wrestlers, because normally that forbidden door was shut, and they opened it up and said, here you go. And he said, indie wrestlers, y'all can't wrestle on a weekly basis. We'll come down to Jacksonville. We'll let you get on Dark.
AEW even did a women's tournament with NJPW. Like, what? That's awesome. Like, imagine WWE's like, hey, Impact, let's just do a tournament for the Intercontinental title, because fuck it. Like, let's be honest here. WWE's got nothing else better to do with that title. Does anyone know who has the title right now? Because
What title?
Exactly. That's the joke.
Which one, though?
The Intercontinental.
I really couldn't.
I know Sheamus has the United States title, but
Apollo Crews has it.
Apollo Crews has it? Shit, he still has that thing? Get that shit off him. Like his heel arc is not good. I liked him as a face. As a face, he was killing it.
But then they have Big E there, and they're like, hey, we gotta have...
they gotta have Big E as the face. They can't switch him yet.
You know, because they're like, okay, well, we gotta have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens go for the 500th time against each other. So over here, make him heel, hence even though he's better as a babyface, and go against Big E.
Yep. And Big E, honestly... They don't need him in the Intercontinental title picture. He should be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns if it's not Edge.
That's one of the things that has kind of soured me. I've been a wrestling fan for majority of my life, watching everything from WWE, WCW, TNA. Whenever TNA was like WCW for a while, because in the late 2000s, it had a lot of people like Hulk Hogan and all that coming there. You know.
Yeah, Kurt Angle too. Kurt Angle made a big leap.
Yeah, but the thing with WWE is that some of the stuff's really good wrestling, but like the promo wise, the character build wise is lacking, and then you have these wrestlers face each other 5 times, and then they finally get the pay-per-view match, and it's like, I've already seen this match 5 times go back and forth, and now you're finally giving us the pay-per-view match. Right. It's like, I'm already soured on these two guys going against each other before the big blow on.
Yeah, I really hope Drew McIntyre does not win, and same with Seth Rollins. I hope both of them do not win Money in the Bank. If they win Money in the Bank, I'm officially done again with WWE. Because, like, I'm already done. I just watch clips on YouTube if I have nothing else to watch in my subscription feed. It's like, all right, time to go watch WWE at 3 in the morning before I finally fall asleep. Like, it's basically how it goes. I really don't watch it. Yo, Rescue Squad. Blue Badge Gang just unlocked the Blue Badge. Yo, Rescue Squad. Shout outs. Hope you've been having a good day and you just unlocked that Blue Badge. Let's get some hype in the chat with those hype emotes. Anyone who has a hype emote, throw them in if you guys can. Let's go. Chalky says, once CM Punk left, WWE died for me. See, actually, now I'm really thinking about it. WWE died for me once currently, like I already mentioned it earlier. But, like, the first moment where I was, like, on the downward spiral was Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker.
Yeah.
That was the first moment where it's like, all right, this is not good anymore. Like, that's how it felt for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't mind Brock Lesnar, but the way they did him was totally, in my opinion, wrong.
Yeah, if you watch that match back nowadays, it's like they really made Lesnar beat the shit out of Undertaker. And a few years later, they're like, oh, hey, Randy Orton, SummerSlam, Bloodbath, why not? Like,
yeah, they kept Randy Orton like his whole career away from Brock Lesnar, and then they have that Bloodbath match, and it's like, you don't want
and the blood is and the blood is all Randy's. It's all Randy's, all coming out of his head,
and I'm like,
all over.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, Brock Lesnar comes back to the company. Randy Orton's the only one that stayed with the company when you've lost CM Punk. Whenever The Rock went to Hollywood, when John Cena went to Hollywood, other people went to TNA, now Impact, or other companies, and he's the only one that stayed with you. And then you do this to him. It's like, man.
I think that's another problem with WWE. Like in the current day, they don't want someone to get. Well, it's almost like a hypocrisy. They don't want someone to get as big as like a Rock or a Stone Cold, where they outgrow the company and don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Vince likes to complain that he has no stars anymore. But as soon as they try to reach that level of stardom, he try to stifle them. Like look at Daniel Bryan. Before he got too big, they couldn't contain him anymore.
Yo, you know who that happened to? And honestly, it's like a whole strike for me. Otis. What the fuck did they do with him? They're like, oh, yo, you know what? 2020 Money in the Bank, Otis has this big popularity train. Let's give him the Money in the Bank. Is he going to do it for the WWE Championship? Or the tag titles? Or the Universal title? Who knows? And then they give it to The Miz and he gets his ass whooped by Drew. And Bobby. And everyone. And then Otis is now fucking on a tag team with Chad Gable. As a heel.
And then they have Otis shave his beard, and it's like,
yeah,
no.
he shaved his beard too, and he's a heel. Like, what? And his tag team partner, who he basically wrestled for years with, got let go and fired because they separated their team. Like, that's the issue, WWE.
Yeah,
they keep fucking up.
Yes, I mean, like I understand WWE is what it is, and obviously they have their problems and all that, but it's like, you know those problems. It's like Vince McMahon recently even said, I noticed some of these things and all that, and it's like, you notice these things, why aren't you trying to fix them when you see the decline in Raw? You know, I understand you got Roman Reigns on SmackDown, and you're trying to make that the #1 show now because of the deal with Fox and all that money that Fox is throwing your way, but it's like, at the sacrifice of your fans, it's like, come on.
Well, the problem is, as we know, for those who do watch WWE, Vince McMahon loves calling back retired workers to help boost the ratings.
Too much.
Way too much.
I like calling back Goldberg.
Yo, they're gonna do it again. I bet so much money Goldberg's gonna come back one more time.
I think Vince doesn't understand that in the modern day, you can't just be like a Goldberg and modern fans will love that. Because, like, maybe back then you could just be big and no one would care. It's like, oh, spectacle of a big dude. But now people actually expect you to, like, have a character, be good in the ring and all that. And, it's really apparent with dudes like Goldberg.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. Because back in the day, back when you had the Ultimate Warriors, the Hulk Hogan's, the Macho Mans, the Andre the Giant, that was what it was. It was the big spectacle of two giants, two titans, as they would say, going against each other. And over the time, it's changed, and you still have some of those big wrestlers in there. But it's like people get so more see the other side of the pasture, and they see ROH, Impact, all these other companies with all these different wrestlers on there, and then WWE goes and hires all these guys from those companies, and it's like, oh, you do nothing with them, and it's like you got
Yeah, people sit on the
Daniel
WWE
Bryan.
shelf for a while.
Yeah, it's like you got Daniel Bryan sitting there showing that a little guy can come here and get over, and then WWE says, no, that's not working. Then you have these other guys like Rocket come in and Ricochet.
Anyone remember
and
Ryback and how big he was before they fucking stifled him?
Yeah.
And he wasn't a little guy. He was the big guy. Exactly what Mr. McMahon says he likes. And then they boom.
Yep.
Can we also talk about how fundamentally flawed the NXT system is? Because I love NXT for what it is. It's arguably like the most solid wrestling on the planet at times. But I cannot get invested in NXT because I know eventually these people are going to go up to the main roster where their entire NXT history will be not only forgotten, but just completely ignored.
Yep.
So it's like, why would I get invested in them if it's not going to go anywhere?
Yeah, because you see those commentators like Michael Cole and all that come up there, and the NXT wrestler comes up on there, and they act like, oh, this is somebody new, but that dude's been with the company for 5 years in NXT.
Yeah, they did it just this past week on SmackDown when Shotzi and what's the other girl's name?
Tegan Nox.
Tegan Nox. They fought Natalya and Tamina for the tag team titles. Yeah. Sorry, the women's tag team titles are like not relevant at the moment.
Another thing that sours my mood with WWE is I do like a good women's match from time to time.
Of
and
course.
The way that they did the women's evolution, where they had like, oh, well, he got the pay-per-view for you, and then when they're like thinking, oh, well, we get a yearly pay-per-view where it's dedicated to women, and they only did one of those, and then they did all these Mae Young events, and then they dropped it.
Yeah.
And then you go look at NWA, they go pick up Mickie James as soon as she's released, and they're like, oh, Perry, you get to work and run a whole pay-per-view dedicated to women, and you got AEW over here giving you matches like Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker that are like main event style matches, and it's like, wow. Like WWE, you need to do something with your women instead of just, we only have like 5 women here and 5 women here, and then they got to face each other over and over and over, and it's like, damn.
Like, I'll also never forgive them for dropping the ball on Asuka. Like, she's not bad, but she had the potential to be like the top woman with the way they built her, and I don't understand how.
And we all know when it got ruined too, in WrestleMania versus Charlotte Flair.
She did not need to. Like, if you were going to have her lose, at least not do it by submission.
And not to Charlotte Flair.
Right.
Like, ever since then, Asuka always steady loses to Charlotte Flair. Like, on Raw, randomly. Like, they'll have a match and she'll lose.
And Charlotte Flair is good, but WWE, stop acting like she's your golden goose. You got other women there that are just as good.
Yeah, like, even on SmackDown, like, they keep, like, basically, like, just ignoring Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan, like, is just, like, fighting for the chance to even be on screen. Like, it's literally insane.
Yeah, she's cutting all these different promos and all that. You release both her best friends from the company within a year, and then it's like you're still just keeping her there, and she's cutting the best promo on and the women's roster on SmackDown, and it's like you're not doing much with her. It's like, come on.
Yeah, but that's with a lot of the superstars, honestly. They don't know how to utilize a lot of them in WWE. That's why they have to let go of them. And like, even like Tyler Breeze and Breezango, like the whole Fandango, like does Vince remember that Tyler Breeze has like a part of the up down channel with Austin Creed?
I'm sure he does not care about that at all, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Bao, your camera's acting up again.
God dang it. I don't know why it's doing this.
Speaking of WWE, you know how they like the crush pushes. You remember Zack Ryder? He was over multiple times.
He had a huge push.
He got on WWE. He got on YouTube, made his own show, made his own title, and got over, making jokes at WWE, talking about getting over, because like, there's one episode where he talks about getting over, and he's jumping over a fence, and all this stuff, and he gets over, and then you're trying to get over? We're going to put you in a feud with John Cena and Kane, and then we're going to have Kane just, like, destroy you. Yeah. And John Cena act like, dude, I don't know why this is happening. It's like, come on. And then that dude finally gets released from the company, which I felt good for, because I'm not saying I'm good that he leaves the company, but now he gets to go to other places and finally get to show that he's actually a top-tier wrestler.
Flourish, yep. Exactly. And St. Louis in the chat says, Ryback was hilarious to watch. He would destroy 4 people at once. Oh yeah, he was a monster.
One issue I see with
King Narcomic says, "Remember Mason Ryan?"
Mason Ryan, man, I remember that guy, but you know, it's funny. You think about it. That was one of those guys that was for NXT was actually like the Performance Center. It was like just a show, kind of like another version of Tough Enough. Man,
Right.
He was one of those people that they threw in there in one of the seasons, and man, virtually almost everybody that's been associated with that version of NXT is gone.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you know what's a really baffling one that to this day I don't understand? EC3. He never
Yes.
got a chance on the main roster.
The best
Not
part
once.
is watching him in any footage, him just sitting there in the most depressed, not interested face. Like, even on live TV, on, like, Raw, like, there was an episode where, like, they're all in the back having a party. He's literally just sitting there with a red Solo cup, just like...
I know what you're referring to. I just remember it.
That moment is the moment where we all knew EC3 was planning to leave WWE. That was the moment. Right there.
I felt so bad for him because they didn't give the man a chance, and on paper, he was it.
He was everything they wanted, but they didn't give him a chance to talk. They didn't give him a chance to have a Intercontinental title match or a United States title match, some sort of program. And King Narcomic says, "What the fuck is Baron Corbin doing these days?" Oh, he lost his title of King Corbin to Nakamura, who used to be his tag team partner back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean last year, when King Baron Corbin was King Corbin.
Yeah.
And basically, Baron Corbin is turning into an absolute loser. Like, that's like his character now, is being a loser. He lost his car, he lost his house, all within the span of 3 weeks, which, of course, he obviously didn't lose his car and his house. But for story's sake, plot's sake, in WWE canon,
yeah, then he had to stand out there and watch Nakamura wear his title, and then the guy from NXT come up there and that knows how to play guitar, comes up there and plays guitar, and goes does his theme song, is like, hey Corbin, we got your title here.
Yeah, Baron Corbin isn't that good.
Over,
I don't like him
what
either.
was that segment?
Right? It makes no sense. And yeah, no talent in the ring or the mic. Narukami, Baron needs the Roman Reigns treatment. He needs to stop being on TV for 6 to 10 months and just come back with a whole new.
And the bad thing about it is, if you watch these like dirt sheet pages or these wrestling pages on YouTube, Baron Corbin is liked by everybody backstage, and he's liked by everybody backstage. Why don't they do something better with him?
Yo, St. Lou. Let me just mention that Santino Marella is one of the best Intercontinental champions of all time. Santino Marella, literally, for anyone who remembers what happened, he was literally in the stands. Bobby Lashley picks him out, calls Santino Marella in Italy. This is in Italy where this is happening, and he pulls him up to the stage, and Santino Marella wins the match for the IC title. What?
Yeah.
And then he's just part of WWE for such a long time. He eventually has a partnership with Vladimir Kozlov. You guys remember him?
Yep.
Oh my god. And yeah, Umaga. No. But Lashley was. Oh, wait. You're right. I don't know why I was thinking of Lashley. I think I always coincide Lashley with Umaga from back in the day because of WrestleMania. I'm not sure why I thought. But you're right. It's Umaga who had his manager there. That's what it was. King Narukami coming through with those quick facts. Oh man. But yeah, AEW versus WWE, in my opinion, is definitely doing well for AEW, and WWE, viewership wise, hasn't been doing as well. And they need to figure out what to do to fix that.
And the real test is going to be they're coming back with fans, and AEW's getting these shows, and they're announcing a week, 2 weeks in advance. These shows, hey, they're sold out, and you don't hear WWE saying, "Oh, well, Friday Night SmackDown, our first show out there, sold out." They're not hearing the pay-per-view being sold out, and I don't want them to be like they're doing when they've done in the past when the fans aren't there. They try to make the cameras shoot there, and then you have fans showing pictures on Twitter like, "Hey, look at this arena. There's not anybody sitting in these seats."
Yeah, for everywhere too, all over. Because they packed out the Daily's place too in the last few weeks before they left.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about everything that we discussed for today. We discussed Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. We discussed Xbox The Future with Phil Spencer. We talked about the new SMT5 trailer, which I can't wait to watch it again later tonight. Also, we discussed Persona's 25th anniversary and AEW versus WWE. If you guys have any more questions in the chat, let us know for the next few minutes. But Bao and Chris, if you guys can let everyone know where they can find you guys as we start to wind down.
You guys can find me on YouTube at BaoZakeruga. That is BaoZakeruga. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Real BaoZakeruga. Be sure to follow me. I post. Honestly, I don't really post much nowadays myself. I mainly like retweet and reply to others, but I like to think I'm still pretty chill to follow, so follow me on there.
Dope. And if one of the mods get the links for both Bao as well as Chris, that'd be hype as well. Now, Chris, let everyone know where you're at as well.
Y'all can find me on youtube.com/ChrisLevi13. And you also can find me on Twitter and all the different social medias. You know, I live stream occasionally over on Twitch, but I'm doing most of my live streaming over right here on youtube.com as I'm on the road to 1K. But yeah, you might see me pop up, do some stuff on Twitter, on Instagram and TikTok, you know, playing my guitar, doing something silly and all that. And I'm definitely active every day over on my Twitter. So if you want to go follow me on any of that stuff or hit a subscribe or anything like that, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm very active with my community and everything like that and all that. And I would love to see y'all join my community as well as continue being right here for V-CiPz and definitely and everything like that.
Awesome. And if anyone here hasn't already and you enjoyed this episode of the broadcast, it's episode 49, which means episode 50 is coming soon. And if you don't want to miss that and all the other content we have on this main channel, which I do my live streams, and I have a second channel, which has been my new channel, if you guys want to check that out, if you guys can, for all my videos on Persona, Nintendo, Shin Megami Tensei, and I have some Kingdom Hearts content in the works too. If Streamlabs is working, it will put the link up in the chat. So, when you guys stream, is there ever times where Streamlabs is supposed to put something in the chat and it doesn't? It actually worked. There we go. And yeah. Streamlabs showing the 100% emote. There we go. Streamlabs is working. Okay. Nice. So check out that new video if you guys can. And don't worry, guys. As we always do at the broadcast, there's usually gameplay at the end. So we had a great episode of the broadcast with our discussion, but we will have some gameplay at the end of the stream too for anyone who wants to hang out and chill. Because it's been a while since we last streamed. Like I said, it's been a week, so I'm planning to stream for a little more for tonight. But thank you guys. Thank you so much, Bao. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming through. It honestly was a great time.
Happy to be here.
And if you guys ever want to come back on, you guys are, of course, always more than welcome. Like, if there's a topic that's going on, like, let's say something going on with wrestling or something going on with Persona or anything you guys are interested in general, like, you guys could always just ask me, like, yo, if you want someone to come by for an episode. We usually have these episodes on Wednesdays, so usually around the same time. So, and most of the time, I'm usually by myself, but I like to do episodes like this too, where we always just discuss stuff and hang out and have a great time, where we always have the chat hang out with us in our discussions and give us some dope feedback too. And Kingdom Hearts says, Bao, always make sure to let me know I'm a console peasant on Twitter. As he should.
That I do.
Literally, like, Narukami, the fact that you don't have Persona 4 Golden on PC, there's an issue there. At least that's what I think. Bao vs. VC and Yu-Gi-Oh? Ooh, that'd be a good idea. Maybe in, like, because, like, I streamed against Narukami a bunch of times in Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe we could stream sometime too. That'd be dope.
I'd be down. I just have to download whatever program you use and make my decks in it.
Yeah, that's the best part. Like, instead of Legacy of the Duelist, like, you could just build your decks. Just, like, give it better. Like, without having to play through the game, you know what I mean? Because Legacy of the Duelist, you have to grind. You have to grind for some of those cards. And Narukami says, oh, I have Persona 4 Golden on PC. I hope, man. I hope. Being Mr. Narukami himself, you better have it on PC. You better have it on every platform it's even on. But, yo, thank you guys. Thank you, Bao. Thank you, Chris, for coming through for the broadcast. We'll be wrapping up the call. So thank you guys for being here. And, yo, if you guys want to hang out on the stream and the chat, of course you guys can. Because we'll probably be playing something on the Switch for a little bit. I'm not sure. I actually bought Nocturne for the third time. I had some extra money in my account. Because I have it on PC and PlayStation for the HD remastered. But I was like, you know what? Why not get it on Switch too? So I got it on the Switch too. I'm not sure if I'll be playing that tonight. It's at the start of a file, but I think I'm probably gonna play something. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll play Smash Bros. Who knows? I'll find out in like 10 minutes. That's usually how I am sometimes. I'm just like, what am I gonna play? Like I usually just don't know. But thank you guys for coming through. I hope you guys have yourselves a damn good one, Bao and Chris. Thank you guys for being here, man. It really was a blast, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Awesome. Yo, have a good one, guys. Peace.
Yep. Have a good one.
Peace.
Oh man, I hope you guys have been having a great time, yo, watching the stream.
Real true. Ay, 100%. 100%.
We're about to get started with some awesomeness. We're about to get started with some gameplay. Hopefully the game capture works brilliantly. It looks like it is. Now let's hope the audio is working. Oh, low battery. What do you mean low battery? I don't want to see that low battery. Hold on. Where's the plug? Where's the plug? Where's the plug? I need my plug. I need my plug. Now where's my camera? What the hell? That's so weird. Not sure why my camera did that. But yeah, the game capture isn't using the audio. Can you guys hear the audio? You guys can hear the audio. I can't. Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to try and play something where the audio doesn't matter. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I think we'll play a little bit of that maybe. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me change my screen over here. Shouts to everyone who's watching the stream. Thank you all for coming through. I really appreciate it, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode of the broadcast, episode 49, with the homies Chris and Bao coming through. Let's go. Shaka says, VC got sucked into the Shadow Realm. Bruh. VC got sucked into the Shadow Realm. Yeah, okay. B-Leaf says, with the 100% emotes, bring those 100% emotes in the chat. Let's go. Mellow says, awesome broadcast. Thank you, Mellow Wolf. I appreciate it, man. And Bao says, later, everyone. You too, Bao. Thank you for coming through, man. It really was a blast. And yo, we're 1 like away from 25 like hype. Let's go. I think what I'm going to do, guys, I changed my mind. I'm actually going to go play Smash Bros., but I'm actually playing single player in Smash Bros. Yes, single player. You guys may be thinking to yourself, single player? What's he going to do single player? Well, I'm going to be streaming for at least another 20 to 30 minutes or so. So, I'm going to be playing Home Run Contest. Home Run Contest is pretty fun, so we're going to do that. And we're going to chill. If you guys want to talk, catch up, anything we haven't talked about tonight you want to talk about, let us know. Let me know what's up. Let the chat know what's good and all that awesome stuff. And if any of you are new or haven't been around in a while, we have that episode slideshow thing on the bottom left of your screen where it shows all the thumbnails to the recent videos on the new channel and main channel too. If you guys can check out those videos, definitely would appreciate it if you guys can. And Sakura Rice of Ruin is actually getting spirits in this game, which is pretty wild. Pretty damn wild, honestly. And I'm trying to get the Elgato to work for me right now, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. Because it's working for you guys, it's not working for me though. So I'm going to try it one more time. But yeah, we're going to have some fun. Some single player fun. And the audio's working now. Awesome. Great. This is actually perfect. The audio's actually working now too. So we'll do some single player Smash for a little bit. Maybe, you know what I'll do? Because like tomorrow, I actually don't have to work too early tomorrow, but I do have to wake up early for something. So I think I could stream to 1 maybe? Or I'm not sure. I was going to wrap up around 12:30 because I wasn't sure. I have to wake up at like 9. Yeah. I think we may be only able to stream some gameplay for like 30 minutes. I really want to stream till 1 at least, but I'm not sure if I can. And yo, shoutouts to B-Leaf, Mellowolf, Narakami, Bao, Chris Levi, Rescue Squad, Shadow King, St. Lou, Jugs McGee, Lo-Fi Surfer, Birdman, Ace, Jakin, Chris Gamer Street, Katana Riku, Demi Crow, everyone who's here. Dior coming through too, Strader, everyone. Thank you all for your support. Let's go. Shock says, VC, when do you think AEW will start putting episodes on actual streaming service, like not live? Honestly, maybe a few years from now. We're gonna try Kazuya, home run contest style. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, so we'll see. It may take a couple attempts. I definitely could have done way better than this. Not bad, but I definitely could have done better than that. Oh yeah, they added it back in. Yeah, they did. A while back, though. There we go. Now that's a rocket. Or not. I thought that would have done better than before. We got Isaac's outfit, even though we already have it. Great. Shouts to Game Pass Perry. Yeah, I got a haircut a week or two ago. And shoutouts, yo, Game Pass Perry, welcome. We actually just got into the gameplay part of the broadcast. So, if you did miss anything, bro, you can rewind the stream if you want. We had Chris Levi come through. We had the homie BaoZakeruga, Zakeruga coming through. And we had a lot of dope stuff that we talked about with AEW, WWE. We talked about Persona, Xbox, and so much more. So I highly recommend you rewind the stream. Tonight's episode was your episode, man. Pretty much. And you're like number 25. Shouts to the homie Troy, aka Game Pass Perry. Let's go. Shoutouts, man. Let's go Mega Man. Mega Man. But yeah, we'll be continuing to stream for another 25 or so minutes. Thank you all for being here, yo. I really appreciate it, guys. And shouts once again to Mellowolf coming through with the re-up on the membership. And shouts to Demi Crow 2 for the re-up as well. And damn, that's not enough power. That was like nothing. We gotta put more power on this. We gotta put more power on this. Yeah, all good. All good if you watch the replay later, man. I missed that. Get some hashtag 25 like hype in the chat, guys, if you guys can. Oh, that was worse. Barely even hit 100. Who here has ever played a home run contest? Let me know in the chat if you ever done it before. If you ever played it. But yo, I think I have an idea of something I want to try later. Like towards the end of the gameplay for the stream. Because I do want to try something out later. Let's see what I can do with Corey. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got with Corey. Shouts to the 15 concurrent viewers. We just wrapped up the broadcast episode 49, and now we're in the gameplay segment of the stream. If you guys miss anything, you guys can rewind the stream if you guys want to catch up. Oh, I should have used that last second to hit the bat. There we go. Now that was a hit. That barely went anywhere. Didn't even hit over 200, but we found something. We got something. What did we get? We got some music. Let's go. And shout out to everyone who's watching the stream. Nindy Gamer, Shadow King, Rescue Squad, King Narakami, Mellow Wolf, Dior, Game Pass Perry, and everyone who's watching, lurking. If you're here watching the stream, drop a 100% emote in the chat. Let's get some Min action in. And Jugs McGee says, I wish my baseball swings were that powerful. I'll be in the Hall of Fame after year 3. Left man's love. Oh, man. I used to play baseball when I was younger. I wasn't the best at it. The best thing I could do is run. Really, really fast. Manendorf. Shouts to the homie Manendorf. Blue Bash Gang, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the 100% emotes. Manendorf, J2 Blue, Jugs, and everyone coming through with that hype. We've been having a dope episode of the broadcast, and I'm not gonna lie, right now, not seeing any good opportunities with Min is in the home run contest. Alright, I think I have an idea. I think. That definitely wasn't bad. We need to get it higher though. I definitely think we could get it to 300. I definitely think it's possible. The problem is with the Min Dragon Arm, I need to find a way to hit the sandbag with the second hit. That's what I gotta do. Joke says I can hit, but I can't hit for power. If I was you, you put the ball in play. Good things will happen. Hence, why I was in the second spot in the batting order. Ooh, that's true. That's true. It's not a bad point right there. Now let's pull out the Min again, because I definitely think I could do better at that. And then after this, I'm going to do that thing I wanted to test out. We'll see how it works. And if you guys enjoyed the stream, smash that like button. Share the stream if you guys can. That's still pretty good though. Oh yeah, it was definitely still good, but not sure why it's not working. Shouts to the one and only, the ChrisLevi13. V-CiPz, my dude. Yo, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. We just reached the gameplay segment of the stream since we're about 2 hours in. How are you doing, yo? Welcome to the stream. ChrisLevi13 coming through in the building. Shouts to Chris coming through. How's it going? Yo, we're just hanging out playing some Smash Bros for a little bit. We already been streaming for about 2 hours, and we actually just wrapped up the broadcast about 10 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago, actually. We had the homies Bao and ChrisLevi come through. We discussed Persona, SMT, Xbox, AEW, WWE, and so much more. Even the Nickelodeon Smash Bros. Clone. Oh, man. Maybe one day I'll be streaming that game. Jokes is going to lurk a bit. Scripted for my next video. Hopefully it won't take 4 months to release. Hey, things take time sometimes, man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. I have a better idea. Yo, I can send the sandbag flying. Hold on, actually I pressed up B. I could totally send this thing flying. What? Why did it break the glass? That's BS. Krillcast says, I'm thinking about adding a casual cast on a different day of the week for fun, playing games and doing Q&As. Yeah, like a casual stream episode. Yeah, I totally understand that. I had that for a while too, and I've been really busy with work, so like I haven't been able to do it. I have my streams really like the chill streams. I call them the let's hang out streams. We just hang out and chill, and then there's times where I play some gameplay in those for a bit too. But yo, I was so close just a second ago. What the hell? Like, that was like 150, and I could have swung the bat, too, which is ridiculous. Maybe I should have just swung right then. Let's hit 30 likes. Smash that like button if you guys enjoying the stream. What the hell? Not sure why I did it up B. I'm not getting enough damage this time. I definitely could hit 300. The problem is... What? That's exactly 300. And I want a Kincaid roll outfit even though I already have it. I could definitely get it higher because I hit that sandbag to 163 like on the platform. But I think we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. We got to 300. Chief Keith somewhere is happy. So good for us. We hit the 300. All right. Now we're gonna do what I want to do. Now this should be wild. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm not even playing, by the way. And you're thinking, you're not playing. What's gonna happen? Oh, you're gonna see. We're gonna try something because I've faced level 9 Kazuya and I beat him no problem. But what if, and I mean this strongly, what if level 9 Kazuya faced a fellow level 9 Kazuya? What would happen? What would the outcome be? Let's watch together. Smash that like button if you guys enjoyed the stream and share the stream too, yo. Let's go. I'm rooting for the one with the gold alt, obviously, because that's my alt. Ooh, mid-air down B. Ooh. Level 9 Kazuya versus another level 9 Kazuya. My Kazuya whooping. Yes! Yo! He did exactly what I would have done. The special trip attack, which you use with the diagonal. Yo, he did it again. He did it again. Like, that's why I started learning that move myself. Like, if anyone who saw me play recently, the last time I played Smash, that tripping move is so good if you use it. See? He did it again. The tripping move is too good. The tripping move is too good. Jason was like, bruh. Even level 9 CPU is having a hard time versus another level 9 CPU. Yakuza. Kazuya. What am I saying, Yakuza? I know they're the same words. I meant to say Kazuya. Hopefully I didn't make that mistake before. If I did, I'm tripping right now. I really been playing a lot of Yakuza lately, actually. Yakuza 0. I finally got into it, man. It's been on my mind. I work too much, man. I need more time to play games. I don't have enough time to play games. If I didn't have work tomorrow, if I had nothing to do tomorrow morning, I would definitely be streaming longer tonight and streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be too busy tomorrow, sadly. Yo, he almost footstool off of him. What? Yo. Y'all watching this level 9 CPU Kazuya fuck up another level 9 CPU Kazuya? And I mean fuck up. Yo. Yo, that was a nice play. Can't you make the amiibo fight each other? Oh, there's no Kazuya amiibo yet. So you can't really do that yet. Ooh. He's up by a whole stock. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. Ooh. Yo, he parried that off screen? No human would have been able to parry that neutral B. They couldn't even see the CPU off screen. That's how you know it's CPU versus CPU. They see things that are off screen. Holy shit. Yo! Is he coming back? Is the level 9 CPU choking to another level 9 CPU? Bruh. No. No. Come on. Don't do this gold Kazuya. Don't. Stop. Yes. Just finish him. Yes. Let's. Okay. Whew. He really almost choked to another level 9 Kazuya, though. That really happened. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Yo, shouts to everyone who retweeted the stream earlier. You guys are awesome, man. And Mel Wolf watching the broadcast at work while playing Astral Chain. Yo, that's awesome. And Astral Chain's amazing, yo. Thank you guys all so much, yo. The 100% click coming through with that hype. Let's go. And thanks to everyone who retweeted the stream. Thanks to everyone who showed that love. And everyone who promoted the stream, too. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much for the support. B-Leaf with the 100% emotes and the hypes. Let's go. Thank you guys all for coming to the stream tonight. It's been a blast for the broadcast. Pun intended. And I hope you guys had a great time. I had a great time. But we're going to begin wrapping up the stream. Thank you all for being here. Shouts to the Krillcast, Jugs McGee, J2 Blue, B-Leaf, Manendorf, Ace, Game Pass Perry, Nindy Gamer, Rescue Squad, King Narakami, St. Lou, Dear Wilson, Lo-Fi Surfer, Matthew Hammond, Birdman, Chris Gamer Street, Katana Riku, Demi Crow, everyone who's been coming through to the stream, Strader too. Shoutouts, and shoutouts also to Demi Crow and also to Mellow for re-upping the memberships. And thank you to Chris Levi and also to the homie Bao coming through for tonight's episode 49 of the broadcast. We had a live reaction to the SMT5 trailer, which I am going to do a video of the SMT5 trailer for the new channel. That should be up by tomorrow. Or maybe even tonight. Maybe I'll upload it tonight. Because gotta do what you gotta do for the algorithm clicks. So I may upload it at 2 a.m. That's probably what I'm going to do, honestly. And then I have to wake up early in the morning for work, which sucks. But it is what it is. Shouts to Shadow King. Shouts to everyone who's been here, yo, at the stream. Coming through that height. 100% clicking the building. We're wrapping up. I'm hoping to stream on Friday, but if not Friday, it's all good. Maybe Saturday. I'm going to try and keep you guys updated with some content. Like I said, that new video for the SMT5 trailer. It's going to be basically another live reaction, but more of a deep dive analysis kind of thing. So, should be a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming through to the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. We've been streaming for over 2 hours. This has been the broadcast, episode 49 with me, V-CiPz. If you enjoyed the channel, smash that like button. And I didn't shill all stream, so let me just mention, if you want to join our community as a member, hit that join button if you haven't already for as low as $1 a month to get into our Discord with a ton of exclusive perks and benefits, emotes, access to our tourneys that we have for cash prizes, and more. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Which you can keep updated with me in that Discord or on Twitter. Peace.